Hi, this is Gail, and this is Radiant Beauty by Gabor. Brand new out of the box, still have the tags on. So this is what she looks like. Let's go ahead and see what she looks like, a little styled, and all the specs for her. Okay, the tags are off, so let's go ahead and take a look at a 360 before I do anything to her. There we go. And tag, we see this is Radiant Beauty by Gabor, and the color is GL1422SS. And that translates to a shaded sandy blonde, which is a warm honey blonde, a pale ash blonde, and dark brown roots. We'll take a better look at the color once I get it off my cap, or once I get it off my head. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at this curl. Yeah. Now, in the manufacturer specs, you know, it has it off the face and everything like that. Doesn't come that way. It comes this way. So let's see if I can adjust my cap a little bit better. And let's take a look at the coverage while I've got it at this point. Let's see, the coverage, this is my bio here. Coverage is rather decent. So we've got a lace front and a mono side part. All right, so fluff and stuff. Very, very curly. Kind of reminds me of Mila by John Renaud in a way, but I like this one better because Mila has so much permatease in it. And while this does have some permatease, it's way, way, way less than Mila. So this I can live with. Mila I couldn't. I had to rehome her. Okay, so that's just a little bit of finger combing. And I suspect that these curls are going to fall out a bit, which is fine. I don't need it quite as curly as it came out of the box. And it looks like you can somewhat style it off the face just as finger curling. So let's see what a comb will do. Now it does look kind of shiny, but that's nothing a little dry shampoo won't fix. So you see that it's getting, I mean, it's still curly, but it's more in waves now. So, and to be honest, I like that look better. Okay. Let's go over some specs while I'm doing this. It is an average cap size, and I will say that this is fitting me nice. I have a like 22.5-inch circumference, so just on the large side of average, and this fits me very, very well. Okay, the front is 10.5 inches, so yeah. Okay, the crown is also 10.5 inches. The sides are 11.25 inches, but I think it depends on kind of where you measure, because obviously this side is much longer than that side. The back is 11.25 and the nape is 10 inches. Take these with a small grain of salt because remember, it's curly / wavy, and that's before, you know, those measurements are before it's been curled. Okay. Oh, and the weight is 3.75 ounces, which is nice and light, especially for something this voluminous and this length. So this is a very, very comfortable wig on so far. Okay, I have fluffed her a little bit, so let's go ahead and take another quick 360. Yeah, I like her. The color is probably a little lighter than I might like, and you'll see it a little bit better again as I take it off my head. But I like the fact that it has a light or dark blonde root instead of a dark, medium brown root. I really prefer that. Okay. I prefer the lighter root, that is. Okay, we have a lace front, so let's take a look at the lace front. It looks like it's nicely done. Since this is the first time I've seen it on my head, you know, I can't even see the lace part in the camera, or lace front. We also have a mono part. So again, with a mono part, you can't really, you know, change the part. But you do have a bit of, let's see if I can, well, it's crossed right now for the part. So let's see if I can part it and show you the monofilament. Heaven only knows how I just parted this. So hopefully you can see the monofilament. All right, so now, you know, I think with a little bit of shaping cream or hairspray, you could get it pretty much to go off your face and have it stay there, kind of like the manufacturer's photo. So I don't think it would take all that much to go ahead and get that look. So what are some styling options? Well, for that, let me go ahead and show you the interior of the cap first. Okay, let's take a look at the cap features of Radiant Beauty. We have the felt covered ear tabs. I think that's felt. Could be velvet, you never can tell, but I think it's felt. Then we have an extended nape with the Velcro fasteners. We have an open back, open wefted, and it stretches a lot. So no fear, even those of us who have slightly larger heads than normal. And I think even with a smaller head circumference, there's enough room here to go ahead and cinch it up some. Now let's take a look at the lace front and the mono part. First we'll see that this is the mono part, and let's see if we can see my fingers. So, and then it goes directly into the lace front, and the lace front, if I can get it on camera, pretty much goes ear tab to ear tab. So that's really nice because the lace front is ending right about where my fingers are. So that's a nice, good lace front. Now there is some permatease that lives up here because of course it's a closed cap. And it feels like there may be a tiny bit of permatease like right in the back. But I tell you, you can't really feel it. I mean, I have to say it, I don't particularly like permatease. It's not my favorite thing. But this one I can live with. There is so little feeling of permatease in this that it's not bothering me in the least. By the way, I have on Miranda by John Renault at the moment, and I will do a video upcoming on her as well. Okay, let me go ahead and put Radiant Beauty back on, and we'll take a look at some styling options. Okay, we've got her back on my head. And like I said, some permatease, I can feel it right here. I can feel a tiny bit here. I feel a little bit back here, but there's so little permatease. If you're like me and you don't particularly like it, I don't think this will bother you. Yeah. And although it's kind of fluffy at the moment, I have a feeling that once I wash it and wear it for a while, it's going to settle down some, even a little bit more. But so far, I like it. Now, of course, I think with just a little styling cream, and if you want it even more permanent, steam styling, you can get it off your face, like they kind of do in the product photo. So we have that. I have a square band. So let's see what it looks like with square band. So we've got it looking like this, and you can probably pull it back a little like that. So that's another option for going ahead and doing a design. I just got these square bands in just a little while ago, and so I'm still getting used to them, but I'm liking them. So we've got that. We've also got like little clips. So let's see about twisting this back just a little bit. And you know, I forgot to go ahead and do the color while I was had it off my head, so we'll go back and do the color in just a second. So we've got little clips like that. You've got clips like this. I've got my part really weird, but that's okay. I am not one for wearing my hair up in clips, but I could see how in this one I think it'd be a little difficult because it's kind of short, but I can see how you could probably go ahead and do like a half updo with this and just leave some tendrils around your face. Like I said, me, I'm not so much about that. I prefer to have my hair around my shoulders. Now this is a mid-length wig. As you can see, if I stretch it out, it comes down to about my breastbone. But all bunched up, it's just a little past my shoulders, which I think is a perfect mid-length. Okay, promised color, so let's take a look at the roots again. And you can see that it is a dark blonde. And Gabor is known for being more subtle than some of the other brands when it comes to coloring. And I prefer subtle, to be real honest. They've got the light hair up near the front, so that lace front is really, really well done, and that's something else again that I prefer, is to have a little bit of lightness near the roots so that the lace front really just kind of melts into your forehead. And John Renault, please don't have super dark roots right up front. I think they might have been getting better, but not yet. Anyway, the colors. As you can see, as hopefully you can see, it's, like I said, a warm honey blonde with some pale ash blonde highlights. And you can see the pale ash blonde really well up front. So it's not a obviously highlighted color, but the honey is kind of neutral to, I don't want to say gold because it's not really gold. I mean, the roots are more gold than the honey is. But the ash will go ahead and tone that down a little bit more. So I'd call this more of a neutral color rather than an ashy color, a cool color, or a warm color. I'd call this one neutral. So if you're looking for a neutral light blonde, this is one of the best ones I've come up with so far. Anyway, I like Radiant Beauty. The ear tabs, again, they could be a little bit lower, but my hair is kind of gray at the temples and everything, so I think that'll kind of blend in. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah. Anyway, this is Radiant Beauty by Gabor, and it's in the color GL14/22SS, also known as Shaded Sandy Blonde. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and come on back and see me for some more. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe so you never miss another video from me. This is Gail signing out, saying have yourself a great day. Bye.